We know Le'Veon Bell's a dynamic player. Doesn't have the results this year, but here's an execution of their run game. Remember, in the season opener, they had a 16-0 lead over Buffalo.
And the thing is, Bob, Le'Veon Bell, what makes him great is his vision and his ability to make sudden cuts or sudden changes. So he'll set up an entire defense just off of the movement of the tight end here. Let's take a look and see what happens when the tight end moves. This linebacker now runs all the way over here to stop a play here. Let's see what happens when that linebacker plays to the other side. Here's Bell. He sees it. He's back over here. So your cutback defenders have to be in place. Now, you have a linebacker who runs all the way across the formation. He should be playing on the back side of this. In case there's a cutback, he could be right here in this opening.
Because the safety's there.
He has a player on the play side. So linebackers, you can't overrun a play because you think you're going to get there before the ball carrier does. The blocker moves, you freeze it. Here's the opening right here. Because what Bell sees, he's counting. He's got a guy here, and a guy there blocked. So he's going to say, why would I run where people are? He sets it up perfectly, and they spot the ball. Great vision, great cutback. Gap responsibility, I'll say it again, it's very important for this defensive front. Do not overrun anything.
Let's go to the other side of the ball, Carl, and the Jets trying to apply pressure on opposing teams.
Well, they will apply run pressure and pass pressure, but the number one priority, aside from the communication of your offensive line, is this guy right here. Number 33, Jamal Adams. When he's near the line of scrimmage, it's not just for window dressing. Something's going to happen when he's up there. Here he is. He's going to get right at linebacker level, and when he's there, somebody should be communicating right away. Bring it back. He's not there that close to the snap for nothing. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys to block 4 guys. Someone has to communicate because he will wreck your play. Here he is, unblocked, pretty much, right in the backfield, quarterback sack.
And we're going to take a look at some big plays. And, Carl, I know this one got you excited and Coach excited to start the game.
Yeah, they're a play-action team, Coach, but you seem like you had it dialed up from the beginning.
Yeah, and this is typical of what you see now in the league. So what you'll notice here is this is really an RPO. So this is a run called, and what they're trying to do is take advantage of this part of the field. So in the case of the run, you'll notice they bring the tight end down. It's a little bit of window dressing. They're just going to run a simple inside zone play, a ride play here to the 2 surface side. The guy that they're not blocking would be, in this case, the 4th defender here. And so as he comes down into the box, the run fake here, if it holds him, then they try to throw a deep slant behind his head. Now, where this was played extremely well was obviously the awareness that AB has of seeing the throw, understanding that they were trying to throw a slant behind his head. He dissuades the Cowboys, or in this case, Dak Prescott, from handing the ball because he is unblocked in the run scheme. And so he's going to throw it. And then what he does a great job of is popping out of the ground, getting in the throwing lane here of a slant that if he didn't, they would have had a chance here for a completion. So it's really well done. There was film study involved in this. AB did a really good job of executing it, catching it, and really it was an impact play. It allowed us to get the first score on the board and get ahead of the Cowboys. So as you can see through the back view, they're counting or they're blocking all the guys in your picture. And then when we move over and create an 8-man front, in this case, AB is not blocked, and so they're trying to throw a slant behind his head. He does a nice job, obviously, of reaching up, catching the ball. So this is classic of the NFL now, a run with an RPO behind it.
Is it a little personal this week, going against them?
I'd be lying if I said it wasn't. I clearly want to take personal things out of the game, and you really want to play the same way every week and, stay level-headed and stuff like that. But, I'm not going to say there's like a chip on my shoulder or feel like they're like rivals or anything like that. But at the same time, I'm excited to play against them. I know all of them, and, you know, I feel like I know some keys and things like that I can help out this team with going against them.
What was it like the first time putting on a Giants uniform after putting on a Jets uniform your entire time as a professional?
Yeah.
It had to be weird.
Yeah, it felt weird. I feel like it would feel weird putting on any other color than the one that I was used to. You know what I mean? It's almost like being in college and then transferring to another college team. Like, you know what I mean? It would feel weird, and I've never done it before. I've always played for the same high school team and the same college team, and I thought I would play for the same NFL team. So it was a weird transition, but I feel like blue and red looks good on me.
There you go.
Yeah, I feel like it looks good on me. My girl thinks so as well, and
There we go.
all my family thinks so. So I think it's going to be good.
Leonard, we appreciate a couple minutes. Good luck this week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Monday Night Football, everyone was talking about this cat. Michael Strahan says we didn't have Saquon Barkley. Giants could use him.
So we've gone from seeing ghosts to black cats now on Monday Night Football and MetLife. Oh boy. Oh, this ought to be fun here.
This is crazy. I mean, as if the day or the game couldn't get any crazier. We get the cat that runs out on the field. He's all over the place. This cat it literally stole the show. So.
And I know a lot of you guys have been wondering a lot about this cat. We've actually, thanks to the Carolina Panthers, found the identity. Take a look at this.
And it's running in the back of the end zone. And it runs up the tunnel.
Do you think they know it was us?
The Panthers just got it figured out. That's exactly what I was thinking when I saw the cat go into the tunnel. But shout out to the Carolina Panthers for doing that. That was pretty spot on.
Some quality social media work from that team's department.
They got it right.
When you look at Jamal Adams, who is the Jets' best player, he's a safety who leads NFL safeties, or at least tied with 5 tackles for a loss. Carl, more than half of his tackles this year have been against the run. What's the best way the Giants can account for him? Might they use a fullback?
Well, you can account for him. You just have to know where he is. He does not disguise well in terms of when he's intent on being at the line of scrimmage, he's there for one purpose only. It ain't to get back to the middle of the field. He's adding an extra guy to the box, so you either counter that with a pass or you know exactly where he is. He ain't moving many different slots. You just account for him and you block him. Simple as that. Blocking him has always been the problem. He runs through a lot of players.
Of receivers who have been targeted 50 times or more this year, Crowder is in the top 10 with more than 70% of completed passes. He is clearly Darnold's go-to guy. Do the Giants have to make sure they contain him to win this game?
Well, you definitely have to contain him, but this is just not a Corey Ballantyne thing. Crowder's a guy who's very impressive in space. He gives you a lot of different movement, finds the openings. So it's going to be a team effort. He is essentially what the tight end would be to their quarterback. He's their reliable guy working in tight spaces.
Well, as the Giants look to put an end to their 5-game losing skid, my first question for you is which Giants player needs a bounce-back game the most on Sunday against the Jets?
Wow, it's hard to single out a single player when your team is kind of struggling for answers, but I'm going to have to say it's the quarterback. He's got to bounce back, protect that football.
Wow, the quarterback. Okay, if we're going to single out a player, I can't do it. I'd say the Giants secondary. If we can figure out a way to keep guys in front of us, gang tackle, not give up the big play, I think we'd be able to bounce back.
Player, not players.
I'm playing the player group.
Come
How
on,
about that?
player,
That is
player?
fair. That's,
Howard's cheating on this question.
I don't want to pick somebody like maybe.
Well, the offense needs to bounce back then. How about that?
There you go. How about that?
Now, as the Giants prepare to face the Jets on Sunday, the Battle of New York, which is a more bitter rivalry for New York fans? Is it the Giants and Jets, or is it the Mets and Yankees?
Ooh.
Well,
I have no idea on this.
There's no such thing as haves and have-nots in New York football right now. So I think the rivalry as it goes back is probably still Giants, because I remember a lot of fistfights on the field and in the stands. I've never seen that at Yankees-Mets games.
Well, you know, Yankees-Mets didn't play that often, but the way that this town is like a baseball town almost, I would definitely say it'd be Yankee-Mets. And if either you're a Yankees fan or you're not, if you're a Mets fan, I'm sorry, but it's usually Yankees-Mets.
It's not a rivalry until there's a fight in the stands and on the field at the same game.
You don't want to fight in the Bronx.
Well, there you have it. It's not a rivalry.
Hey, Giants fans, Jabril Peppers here. Want to be the first to see Giants videos? Subscribe now.